Welcome back, everybody. Grand Tactician, Civil War, Grandpa Gaming. This is episode 39 of our federal Summer 6-1 campaign using the a.o.m mod. So, it's been a while since we had this game on the channel. I was gone for quite a few weeks on a road trip. So, it's time to get back into the swing of things. As you can see from the front lines, as of last episode, we made quite a bit of headway, probably mostly through sheer luck on our part. So, let's get a recap on what's happening around the lines. Over here in Virginia, where it looked like we were making our best strides, the rebels have shoved us back some. We actually did have a heavy skirmish here at Winchester with the Engineer Corps. They are almost done constructing the fort. That'll be done in 9 more days. The Army East is currently resting at Alexandria. And the Grunts are currently sitting on Richmond between the rebels and Petersburg. Rennis is in the orange. I kind of hope the rebels sit still for now. 22,000 men. There's got to be another corps down here. Beauregard, Department of Richmond. This is saying Army of Washington has 42,000 men. Beauregard's got 22. Department of Richmond is not part of it. Army Peninsula is not part of it. There's a whole corps missing. They could be one of these corps over here. We're moving out a little westwards into Kentucky. Army of Mississippi is holding steady at Lexington, and they will be remaining there for the rest of the winter. They are green readiness. I could get them to move. Weather's actually not too bad right now. It's 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, so 35 degrees. We probably could make another strike with the Army of Mississippi at these rebel forces here, but I kind of like knowing where these 3 corps are, so we're going to leave them in place for the winter. They may come and attack us. Who knows? And further west, down in Arkansas, the Army of Tennessee is currently at Carrollton, and I believe I'm going to leave them there for the rest of the winter. As you can see, there's 3 corps sitting here. Or 4 corps. Well, you have the Army of Illinois. 1 corps with it. They got 28,000 men. I'm seeing McCullough's Corps, Army of Illinois. Weiser's is another corps from the Army of the West, so it's 2 armies. Now I got a total of 3 armies with corps that are not nearby. What do we got here? Waddy's Corps. Army of the West, there's the rest of the Army of the West. Ooh, B's Corps is on the move. I forgot about them. Their Army of Illinois. They might be chasing down my cavalry, which is all the way down here in Jackson now. So the Cavalry Corps, or the Independent Cavalry Corps, is the only force that's going to stay on the move for the moment. As we've managed to take Memphis, Grenada, and we're now working on Jackson. Problem with the Cavalry Corps is it's so small, it takes a while for its men to capture the land. And the Indian Volunteer Battery is on its way to it, and they are 15 days away. I think that covers it for right now with troop dispositions. And we got 1 more unit in training at Tradoc, I believe. Yep, the Bucktails. They will be ready to go in 5 days. Actually, I got to get rid of those Enfields. They're supposed to have Springfields. We're not using any imported weapons per my rules. I told it when I gave them the Enfields, I actually set my mind. We're using no imported weapons for federal troops. It's got to be production only. Where are they going to go? Army of Tennessee, because they need a 2nd brigade. That's engineers. But we kind of need to build out a 3rd brigade for them. So we're probably going to end up, 3rd division for them. Probably going to end up with the Army of Tennessee. And speaking of which, I do believe I do have brigades that I have paroled home. Yes, the Irish Brigade's going to be gone for 40 days. Our Mississippi, any of your guys have to be sent home. Not particularly, but I probably should send home the weakest one. Which would be the 1st German Rifles. Yeah, we'll furlough them. They're probably going to be gone. Yeah, they're going to be gone 60 days. Also, probably the longest one's gone. Army Ohio has furloughed the Constitution Brigade for 63 days. Army East has furloughed the Blue Run Bourbons. They're going to be gone for 37. Independence waiting on one of their brigades. And we have a fresh division arriving with the Army of Tennessee, which will be very helpful, and they'll be there in 3 more days. Perfect. All right, I think that covers everything for right now, so I'll be back with the next incident. And I did forget one thing. It is actually November 1st, so we do have to go through the monthlies. So that is something I actually forgot about. It's been a while since I played the game. All right, current rating of our nation is A-, which is very good. Our debt remained unchanged compared to the last month. Current liabilities amount to $265 million. Current economy cycle is recovery. The wealth of our population is below average and increasing compared to the previous month. Since our tax revenues increased by $334 million, I think pretty sure it's what we brought in once again. We constructed 0 buildings. Total export volume over the last month was $880 million out, with $917 million coming in. Average corporate production over the last 3 months is $414 million, a change of plus $2.1 million compared to the previous month. And we like wool, coffee, flour, but no overproduction. Sometimes we actually do have overproduction. Finances. We gotta get our tariff revenues up. Total revenues 326. We're spending $221 million more than we are bringing in. And that's just going to get worse over the winter. It looks like we are doing better on our spending than the rebels are, but we have been causing them a lot of heartache, especially losses-wise. Intelligence. According to our intelligence sources, rebels are working on government funding 1. I thought it was something they would have done already. Current relations are still sitting at 49% with the British. And morale of Confederate arms is currently at 63%, and one high-ranking officer was killed. It's a captain. It's not a high-ranking officer. Captain Wilmot G. de Saussure. And that strategy, national morale, we're at 72 to their 50. Oh, I think we take a couple more cities. We might end this soon. Might be able to end this over the winter if we're lucky. National support, we're at 67 to their 94. Morale of armies, we're at 72 to their 62, even with us deep striking into their territory. Men in the field, we have 92,862 men in the field to their 205,757. They have over 100,000 more men in the field than us. Navy tonnage, we're at 128,110 tons to their 156,030. So they've been building ships like crazy. Battles won, we're at 73 victories to their 19. Total casualties, we're sitting at 59,861 to their 148,184. So we're keeping those casualty numbers well in our favor. All right, policies. We have not opened up the next chapter yet. And McClellan's still in charge. Yep, McClellan's still in charge, so we cannot enact comment. We can't really do anything that's going to harm the rebels. Like emancipation, confiscation. McClellan's never going to allow that while he's the top military commander. We don't need print notes. I mean, we could do it, but we don't really. I haven't needed it so far, so I don't see the point in doing it. It makes it a little harder for us monetarily. Until Chapter 3 opens up, we got nothing else going on. As soon as Chapter 3 opens up, we'll go for Revenue Act 2. And that should increase our money. Projects, what we got available? Rebuilt ironclads, open production. Since we're starting to move into rebel territory, I think we take a level of suppressed population. I'm definitely going to take another level of weapons production because I want more of those Sharps rifles built. Speaking of which, how many do we have in storage? We should have enough for another brigade. 2,700, we should. So right now there should be 1 brigade per division is what we're working for right now. Engineer Corps is definitely not getting them. All right, 6th Mass has sharps. 5th Siamese has sharps. So it's going to be the Nolichuckies, the 6th RAR, or Wool. I gave the Nolichuckies Disciplined Infantry as a last-minute decision because that one battle where units were breaking, I had to give somebody a little bit more staying power. So it's either going to be the 6th RAR or the Yorkshires that get them next. Seems like the Yorkshires are closest to leveling up a perk, so we're going to give it to... Oh, they got 2,800 men, so I don't have enough of those Sharps rifles yet, which should be the Yorkshires next. All right, that covers the monthly, so now I have everything covered for the start of the episode.
It is well that war is so terrible, or we should grow too fond of it. Robert E. Lee. Chapter 3. A War So Terrible. The vast bodies of American men, in companies, regiments, brigades, armies of tens of thousands strong, marched to the beat of the drum, clashing, maneuvering, cheering, yelling, killing, perishing. The rebellion that was to be over in 90 days in a neat showdown is now a war so terrible that America has never before witnessed such ruin. From the ill-organized, poorly drilled, and equally poorly led mass of eager amateurs thrown at the mercy of modern firepower of Migne ball, shot and shell, disciplined armies of determined veterans emerge. The innovations that once served bringing economic growth and spreading civilization have now been harnessed to serve this terrible war. Steamships clad in iron navigate the waterways, while troop movements and logistical support utilize railroads, transforming war itself from Napoleonic to industrial, providing new means of slaughter in the fields of battle with never-before-seen efficiency. Having secured continuing support in Union policymaking for the time being, President Lincoln is determined to win the war, to again unite the nation. But the prolonged war and the mounting casualties are starting to take their toll, with the number of volunteers diminishing and political rivals in support of immediate peace with the South emerging with louder voices. To silence these voices, Lincoln needs decisive military victories. As long as the Union armies are victorious, so long the people will fight. If the willingness of the citizen to fight dies down, so will any hopes of restoring the Union. In the South, the war that was supposed to ensure independence, preferably with the support of the sympathizers of the Southern cause, has reached a point of no return. With the war dragging on, and with the seemingly inexhaustible Northern resources against them, chances of victory seem to slip farther into horizon. For the South to prevail, decisive action must be taken to break the Northern spirits and armies, to force them to award the Southern states their independence in choosing their own destiny. That is their God-given right, even if achieving it means unprecedented suffering, want, and slaughter. War means fighting, and fighting means killing.
I always do love those videos. I think they're very well done from Lionheart's Film Works. All right, it's now November 6th, so we're only 5 days into the start, and ooh, I just saw all this snow come down. But just a quick update here. Nothing big, but Atlanta has fallen. We now control Atlanta. So the Army of Ohio is going to sit here for now. Their readiness is kind of low. They're still going on supply, but their readiness has gotten low. So I'm going to let them camp out for a little bit, and then we're going to press them down on the Macon. Just want them to, they're fully supplied up. I just want their readiness up. And we have about 3/4 of the way to taking Jackson. It just takes longer, as I say, with this cavalry unit here. So, how does this affect? Their national morale is now down to 49. I do believe we're going to end the war this episode. Bloodiest war in America. Casualties mounting. Both sides gain grand victories. I wouldn't exactly say the rebels have gained any grand victories against us. We've had plenty against them, though. But, yep, just a quick update there. Atlanta is now ours. All right, it's now November 6th. No change from when I last said anything. We do have our next engagement here. Beauregard's Corps, Army of Washington. It's going up against my grunts. So we're bringing 12,782 men, 44 guns. That's 11,195 infantry, 946 cavalry, 44 guns under Remus's grunt. Going up against Beauregard, which is 20,757 infantry, 485 cavalry, and 24 guns. So we do have a cavalry and gun advantage, not an infantry advantage, because we're also down 1 brigade. But let's jump in here and show them they are not getting their capital back. Welcome, my grunts, to the Battle of Richmond. All right, we are on the defensive, and we are defending at Gaines Mill and New Cold Harbor. So, and we are outnumbered about 2 to 1 when it comes to infantry, but we do outnumber in cavalry and guns, thankfully. So, as you can see, I set up defensively here. I have Hamilton's Reaper Division spread out along this hillside here. You have the engineers here. I'm going to have them build breastworks all the way down the line up to Gaines Mill. I do have the Whiskey Division holding Gaines Mill, and the Irish Division in reserve as they are down 1 brigade. And the cavalry screening my right. As last time we fought on this map, the rebels did try to sneak troops in over this way. Last time I had them set up over here at Beulah Church, over here in this wooden line here, but they tried to sneak troops right down that stream there. So I got the cavalry set up, dismounted, loose order with their supporting guns facing that direction now. And the Irish Brigade is where it is because I can flex them in either direction using the road network. So the only thing we can do is wait for them to show up because I don't think we're going to be attacking them with the numbers I have. It does show us with a minor victory, amazingly enough. We'll see how long that holds out. All right, it's now 9 a.m. We do have some rebel cavalry sighted. We have the Hanover Light Dragoons here. Coming right at my cavalry. They're only 65 men. I'm surprised this organization still exists. This might be the last ride of the Hanovers. I don't see anybody else quite yet. Just a quick recon. See anything else nearby on the roads? Keep coming forward, boys. I'm not going to turn the rest of my guns to face them if it's just these boys. Currently doing some damage to them. Not much, but some. They are 3-inch ordnance rifles, not really meant for taking on men. Get ready to stand up, boys.
Keep up the fire.
All right, give it to him. I think that volley just about wiped him out. That's 50% loss. There they go. Yeah. You boys are lucky you survived that. This organization shouldn't exist anymore after this fight, but we'll see. Oh, do I got a dust trail there? No. Where are you? Give me a dust trail. Something. We're only 2 hours into this so far. We did start at 7 a.m. and they were on the other side of the map. It started back here, so they might be on this road. There's a dust trail. All right, I hear you boys now. You're coming down this road here. They're still a ways off. It looks like I'm going to be waiting a while.
I'll smell the damn rebels before seeing them.
All right, it's now 9:49, and it looks like the rebels have pushed forward their artillery park without any infantry support. Or at least I'm not hearing any infantry marching with their artillery, so I'm sending forward skirmishers from the Sweemoos. See if we can't knock some of these batteries out right off the start. Give us a quick victory in this fight.
We'll give them canister. Make sure the casings are full. I think we got a couple with that one. Lie down.
Come on, boys, what are you doing? Boys getting cover from? Not that one tree. It's a better sight. Basically a point-blank artillery duel, and I got 2 batteries that are 3-star kind of battery guns. Should have 0 issue knocking this thing out. There it goes. See if we can't take down some more of these batteries and drag one of these guns back. How's it feel to be in the middle of an artillery duel, boys? Stockbrokers, send me someone to get those guns. Boys running low on ammo, ready? Over here yet? Good. You boys are... All right, recall your skirmishers. Let's drag these guns back before the rebels get them. Sounds of the guns is deafening. Get on those guns so we can drag them back. Let's go, boys. Go. What is it? 3-inch ordnance rifle. Not bad. That's it. If any horses are still alive, use them. Get out of there. 4 guns. Good grab. Alright, so we moves. Give me some more skirmishers. There's some infantry and cavalry. Gooklins and D.R. Jones. I feel like they're doing more damage to me than I am to them, and that doesn't feel right. Should be sending no shots over this direction. You're on counter battery, damn it. Good job, boys. Some more batteries back here. Let's go get them. I think that is what was left of that one cavalry regiment we took down. I was wondering when that battery's going to break. You're slowly breaking their morale just by taking out these batteries. Why are they running out of ammo so fast? I should have full ammunition at the start of this fight.
Hey, don't just reload, damn you!
Now go grab those guns, boys. Goodbye. Take your prize, boys. Grab that, or do I have to recall these boys? Yeah, I'm gonna have to recall them.
Yes, Sergeant.
Engineers, go grab that one.
Now shut eyes open.
Main brigade should be back here. I didn't switch out the brigades.
Shut eyes open. Calm, boys. Soon enough, we'll see you steady. Now shut eyes open, lads.
You know what? They got infantry coming down the road.
Forward, steady. Move.
What are you boys firing at? Fire over here. It looks like things are going to quiet down here for a minute, so I'll be back when something else happens. All right, it's now 11:35, and we do have infantry trying to move up on us. We actually just ripped apart McIntosh's brigade with artillery. Only 70 casualties is what's showing us, but they were just marching in the open against our guns, and it's not a smart move. They were attached to the Washington artillery, kind of odd, but okay. We got Shaver's brigade of... Shaver's brigade of the Laurel Brigade, okay. And where else is behind them? Another brigade pop up over here. D.R. Jones' Coke's brigade is showing up. You're a separate brigade. You're a separate brigade. Anderson of the Laurels. I swear, their artilleries have more an effect on ours than we are on them. It's kind of annoying, even though I got really good counter battery units. They're firing at the friggin' infantry, even though they have counter battery units. Ripley, also of the Laurels. Don't have a lot of guns, but what we do have is having good effect. Oh, hello. And you're firing at somebody over there. I need to move the Irish up on the right. I think I will. Eustace, what are you doing back here? Let's go get this crossroad. Ewell's Brigade, 500 men. There's somebody over here. Sounds like more infantry. I got you on counter battery. Fire at their guns. They're taking my guns out without mine firing at them. It's getting a little annoying. Should be aimed at Shaver. This guy's gonna hide out in those woods there. Come on, advance a little for me. May have jumped the gun with the Irish, but I'm not sure. That's a big boy brigade back there. Burgwin, 400 men. Smith I'd have to worry about with the cavalry. Come on, boys, march forward to your death. You know, you're on the last hurrah of your rebellion. Let's go. Ripley's about to break, hopefully. I think one or two good volleys will see Ripley off if he gets close enough. Who's this wounded? Trump's wounded. Really? And his battery was seen off the whiskey kegs. So someone's getting a promotion. Trump got what he wanted in the first battle. He's the division commander. He gets wounded. All right, Sweet Moose, give it to him. Oh, look at those rebels drop. goes Ripley.
Stay down, boys. Aim low, boys.
All right, stockbrokers, get some.
Oh, damn you. Never mind the wounded. Fire.
That's it. Break these brigades, and we should be done here. There we go. Goes Anderson. Take down Shaver next. He's about ready to go. Crap, there's Palmettos. Artillery's actually running low on ammo. That rarely happens. There we go, hit the Palmettos. I don't think they're going to be hanging around for much more. Coming forward. I'm surprised I haven't sent these boys forward. Look, just out of range. They're about to walk in. I think that grabbed their attention. This is odd. I expected more of the rebels. It's coming down. Deal. Guys have not reformed. Riley, go get them. Okay, 20th getting position over here. Engineers take their place so it doesn't look like a full assault's going to be coming on. Another one of my batteries. Lead breakfast is gone. Alright, sweet moose, you're out of ammo. You can fall back. 20th, I need you moving at the double. They should start withdrawing now. Should doesn't mean they will. Stockbrokers, give me some skirmishers. Oh, crap, you guys were mounting the guns. 20th, give me some skirmishers. No losses over here, really. Feels like Beauregard's trying to give his men their final chance to don their boots. That's what it feels like. Fight's going to be ended over here. Just walking into a crossfire. Come forward and unsubscribe from Life of Your Men. This is almost sickening to look at. Watch that command staff disappear. Don't know if we took it out or not, but we don't see it anymore. There they are. All right, that should force the withdrawal right there. Yep, there they go. They are leaving, so let's speed this along. These boys aren't leaving. Some of the units are withdrawn from the field. There they go. I gave us 1 minute on the clock. I'm surprised these forces didn't withdraw over here. Not too bad. My artillery could have done a lot better. I swear. You tell your guns to fire count a battery. There's artillery in sight within their range span, and they don't shoot at the artillery. They shoot at the damn infantry. But their artillery can fire at ours just fine. Drives me up a wall. Now, we took down 2,100 of his 19,000 infantry, 40 of his 450 cavalry. We got more than 40 cavalry. I know that. Got 15 of his 40 guns. So 2,300 or 20,000 men. So my initial report said he had like 24 guns. We had double the number of guns. Apparently he had more guns than our reports told us. We lost 141 of our 11,186 infantry, 0 of our 945 cavalry, 26 of our 44 guns, but we get those back. Because 2 batteries broke. Total loss of 239 of our 12,774 men. All right, time for the combat reports. Engineers did not fight. Irish Division. Whiskey Worshippers did 133 to infantry, plus up to 136. Caught some command staff there. And Riley's Irish did 195 to infantry. Losses, 0. And the Irish Brigade's not here as they were home on leave. Whiskey Division did not get into the fighting. Oh, that was Reaper Division. Give me the whiskeys. There we go. Sweemoos did 573 to infantry, 49 to artillery, for total 622. Stockbrokers did 290 to infantry, and 20th New York did not get into it. Losses. Sweemoos, 20 dead, 16 wounded, 9 missing, total 45. Aggregate strength of 949. 5% casualties. Stockbrokers, 25 dead, 21 wounded, 9 missing, total 55. Aggregate strength of 1,016. 5% casualties. 20th New York, 7 dead, 19 wounded, 3 missing. Total 29, aggregate strength 1,337, 2% casualties. And ours detachment belongs to the 20th. So we're not going to count them. Gotcha Guard. Cyan Rifles did 296 to infantry. Nugget Squad did 163 to infantry, 26 to cavalry, for total 189. And the Arty Party did 79 to infantry, 16 to cavalry, for total 95. Losses, 0 across the board for the Gotcha Guard. 1st Artillery Division, Lead Breakfast, did 146 to infantry, 1 to cavalry, 30 artillery, for total 177. Whiskey Kegs did 98 to infantry, 17 artillery, for total 115. Thor's Hammer did 251 to infantry, 41 artillery, 292 total. Losses, Lead Breakfast, 21 dead, 32 wounded, 5 missing, total 58. Aggregate strength of 104, 36% casualties. Whiskey Kegs, 14 dead, 17 wounded, 3 missing, total 34. Aggregate strength of 174, 16% casualties. Thor's Hammer, 2 dead, 1 missing, total of 3. Aggregate strength 200, 1% casualties. All right, officers. I think we only lost Trump, who's commanding the Whiskey Viking Division. And that was it. We'll check that up here real fast. It was just Trump from our side, and I'm not going to cry over that. See if we got any of the rebel officers. Wounded Colonel Bergwin. Wounded Colonel McRae. Separate Brigade, Coke. I don't remember seeing the Hampton Legion at all. Virginia Artillery Reserve, wounded Lieutenant Colonel Vanderventer, killed Lieutenant Colonel Shelby. Washington Artillery got none of their officers, amazingly. We wiped all their batteries. Laurel Brigade, we got wounded Brigadier General Shaver, and that's that. So we got 5 of their officers for 1 of ours. Not too shabby. We can close that here, and I'll see you all at the newspaper screen. Victory at Richmond. Battles Richmond ended with Beauregard's Corps withdrawing. The enemy's reported suffered total casualties of 2,263 men. There are 508 killed and 360 captured. Our casualties total 239 men, 92 killed, 32 missing, and the rest are wounded. We captured 1,126 rifles and 4 guns from the field, sent 383 men off to our vacation camps. Our big problem with that is they did drag us down into the red with that fight, but we do control the area still, so I'm hoping it's not too big and not too far into the red, so we should get back into the orange fairly quickly if another corps comes our direction. A little more worried about the army to the east to make another push into him. Meade is very slow in getting his readiness up. It's kind of disturbing. Normally we didn't after that one battle as usual, but we are very close to the end of this campaign. So I think we're going to finish it out this episode. Oh. Crap, before they replace Trump with somebody I don't want. They probably replaced him already. They did. Nope, they have not. All right, let's figure out who's going to be replacing Trump. I'll be back with that. All right. We actually had quite a few commanders who were ready to replace Trump. And luckily we actually had quite a few commanders with like 13 stars right now that are brigade commanders. So, but it looks like it's going to Scammon, and it goes to him because he's the only one who's actually a West Point graduate. So, McClellan, under my game rules, is going to prefer him over anybody else. So, the Burdans need a new commander from Maine. Who's up next? Let's go by seniority here. Any of you professionals? Nope. So next one up, Nathaniel Jackson, you're taking over the Burdans. You're getting replaced by Scammon. There you are. And that comes with a promotion to Major General. You lost some stars there. Lost 2. Not too bad. All right, it's now November 7th. How are we looking over here in Georgia? Can we get you on the move? I want him at least yellow. Because being in the orange, he's going to move slow, especially with winter setting in. I need him at least into the yellow. And we're looking at Jackson. Almost there. Like I said, I'm going to keep this episode going. That about have any effect on their national? Is that 49? We were so close to the end. I just don't want to end this episode. All right, it's now November 8th, and we do have our next engagement here. Rebels just cannot sit still for the winter. So we have Weisinger's Corps, Army of the West, with 9,897 men and 7 guns, and McCullough's Corps, Army of Illinois, with 9,923 men and 16 guns. Combined total 13,414 infantry, 6,100 cavalry, and 23 guns. Under Weisinger, going up against the Army of Tennessee with 15,571 men, 1,697 cavalry, and 41 guns under Daywood. But they did not bring an Army There's 2 Army HQs here, and neither one of them moved in with them. So these 2 corps are not going to play well with each other, so we're only going to be fighting one of them more than likely. Should be Weisinger's. It says McCullough's still 7 hours away. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Ooh, Waddy's on the move. He's heading north. Is he heading for Cairo or St. Louis? Did we flip Jackson yet? Not yet. I wish the Independent Cavalry Corps was a little bit bigger than it is. I mean, they are more men to that, but if I add more men, they're going to have a lot of supply issues. Now let's jump into this and show them Carrollton's ours. They're getting none of their land back. Welcome, my grunts, to the Battle of Carrollton. We are on the Bottom Mountain Red Hills map. And we were defending back here at the Carrick Farm. So the rebels only have one entry point, and that is right here. I had toyed with the idea of defending here between Peppermill and the Walcott House, using these swamps to our advantage, but our morale is low. And we'd lose our artillery advantage. So I decided to defend back here, actually behind the objective point, so that we can draw the rebels forward. So we have the Liberty Legion defending the main line here. We have the Bastard Division back here in reserve. Engineers are going to stay back here with their nervous morale. And we have the cavalry kind of up here on this mountainside looking over this direction, just in case. So nothing fancy about this defense at all. And we are very low on morale. We're already showing a minor defeat. Morale's at 34 to their 51. So we got to hope our morale raises up before they get here. And let's just make sure the rebels only have... Yep, McCullough's Corps is arriving. Pre-battle said 7 hours. Right now it says 0 hours. So they are arriving. And they are the Mounted Rifle Corps. Not such a big deal. So, just time to wait for these boys to arrive. All right, it's now a little after 10 o'clock in the morning. We're starting to see elements of Weisiger's Corps show up. That's the Mounted Rifle Corps. Cole is now on the field. You know, I should have put skirmishers around the ford. But I'm a little... I toyed with the idea of putting skirmishers at the ford, but like every time a skirmisher unit breaks, it draws down our morale, so I felt it was better just to hold off on doing that. I'm expecting them to actually come from this direction, not that direction. It'll probably be a while before we have any type of fighting. If anything, I'm going to wait for Weisiger to get fully... You know what? No. They have such an advantage. We are going to go defend the ford. They got too much of an advantage. We need to defend the ford. I really didn't want to, because I felt it'd be a little gamey, but I think we need to do it.
Keep calm, boys. Soon enough. Save your... Keep calm, boys.
And I just realized they could have flanked me out, and they did not do it. Rocket chickens, get over here. Before the enemy AI wakes up. Molly pitchers, get over there. Trying to set up our batteries where they got clear lines. Move it double, boys. That's the only brigade I need moving at the double. Slow them down. So they're coming this way. We can bottleneck them. We can break Weisiger before the other corps shows up. That's even better. Won't get the major victory, but we'll have a victory. Wiser's Reserve. I think I kind of want you over here. We may use you to launch a flank attack if possible, since you're our largest brigade.
Aim low, boys. Don't stop for the wounded. Keep moving. Keep moving. Don't stop to reload. Hit the pieces moving, men.
Oh, don't tell me you're stuck down there. Means we're going to be wasting ammo on them. That's it. Rip them down. Send your men from the wrong direction, Wiser. Oh, please don't tell me they're glitched. I hope not. Damn it, they're glitched. Just put them at short range. Hopefully that will keep them from firing at them. Should work. Yep, keeps them out of range. Looks like that's it for now. We'll just have to wait for them to start moving forward again. Alright, that unit finally unglitched down. It looks like we have another brigade coming in from our right. 2nd Texas Mounted Battalion. So I think I only need the 2 brigades here. I've already started shifting the Blackbeards towards them, and we just kind of need the Lincolns to turn around. Oh, it sent the whole division this way. No, they don't have any divisions in Wiser's Corps. It's all separate units, so... no big deal. Engineers, how are you looking? I got up to level 2 finally. Don't let them stand there. Start pegging them.
Run, Johnny, run!
Copeland's get set up on this hillock.
Position, Private. Reload! Keep a cage, you. One.
And there goes 5th Texas. I ended up with an easy victory here. Now to open my mouth, probably won't be. Yeah, see where their infantry comes in from. And there's guns coming down the road finally. The blocks can start moving you also.
Never mind the wounded. Keep firing. Stop to reload.
I don't think you boys know what you're doing. Oh, there's the infantry, so now we know where they're coming in from. Now we're River Boys. Let's get you on the move. Get the rocket chickens. Let's get the whole division together. Not seen Weisiger himself, though. It's kind of odd. Molly pictures over also. Good job, Blackbeards.
Damn, it's heavy.
Some more infantry from over here. Skirmishers out. Get rid of that damn battery.
Keep it steady now. Keep it steady now. Damn, it's heavy. steady now.
Observe that flank,
Keep it
soldier.
steady now.
Did you see that?
Keep it steady now.
Sarge.
Stay down, boys.
That is shifting in our direction. Just a little bit more is all we need.
Keep it steady now.
Come on, go blocks, get set up.
Reload.
Brigade of infantry I see coming from over here. Large one, too. 2,300 men in Sheffield's. And again, rebels have over 100,000 more men in the field than we do, so we gotta be careful.
Keep it steady now. Shell, 5 seconds view.
Come on, boys, get rid of that battery. Should have had that done already. Well, you got me ranged from out there? Oh, good God. Battery's gone. Alright, we gotta advance against them. They got way too much range on us. South Carolina cadets. You're in the wrong part of the country. Keep hammering them. Here we go. Force them back. You're not on the attack, guy. Damn it. I really thought they were coming all from that direction, but it did split up. These guys were over here and ran around that way. Valkyries, peel back. Still be moving, why'd you stop? Shit, we broke. I think we gotta worry about it over there. That's it. Keep ripping them down, boys. Keep showing America that you are not the loser core that we all think you are.
Save your water for when the shooting starts. Fill that gap, Private. Move, I'll cover. On me. Keep up, man.
Blackbeard, still overwatch the fort for now. Just in case somebody decides to show up in that direction. Is he withdrawing? He just might be.
Keep the caves, damn you! One! Keep the caves, damn you! One! I'm scared! One! Keep moving! Don't stop to reload!
Okay, we're gonna hold it here for now. Suffrage falling over here.
One! Face the enemy, soldier!
One close to the wall, but not on it.
Don't stop to reload!
Guns move up. Maybe withdrawing, but I'm unsure. It is Weisiger.
Sergeant,
We'll let this play out for now, but he may be withdrawing. Maybe he'll come in for another attack. I don't know. Yeah, I'm at 10% casualties. I don't think we're going to get up to the full 20 for the major victory.
men, don't fall behind. Anytime now. I'm about to walk right out of the
It looks like one brigade's still up for a fight. They sent the 3rd MSG forward again, and going up against the rocket chickens. I want to advance against the 4th, but I think they're going to fall back. He's waiting for some of his forces to reform. We haven't seen everything. There's no way we've seen everything. Because if we had, this battle would be over. There's still a lot of artillery we actually haven't seen yet. I didn't think about it. Oh yeah, there's still more coming down the road here. I think there's a road jam. That's what's going on. Valkyries, you've reformed. Kind of want you over on this wall, just in case. No, there's no way in hell 600-man brigade seeing off a 3,000-man brigade. I want to tighten down our lines a little bit. Come on, rocket chickens. All right, you may have to get replaced. Stay on them. Grab me those guns. Bring them back to the lines. Thank you. Fourth is falling back again. That may have been all they have over here was these two brigades.
Mouth shut, eyes open, lads. Hit the pieces, move.
I don't have a victory yet. This can still turn against us very easily. You know, let's drop it back just a bit more. I want to try and keep these swamps as part of our defense line.
Right shoulder, shift. Oh.
Ooh, 20-pounder parrot. Place you right in between the two brigades.
Remember your homes, boys. Remember your homes, boys.
And things are definitely going to be quiet for a bit. All right, it's now going on 4 o'clock, and we just had something happen over here I did not even anticipate. All right, I didn't even hear the fighting start over here. Get back on the damn wall. It looks like the rest of Weisiger's men have shown up over here on our left at that stone wall. Oh, and they started rushing the cavalry forward. They just rushed everybody forward. Holy crap. They were just running everybody into the fight. Valkyries did get charged. Beard stay there. Rocket chickens. Good job, boys. Hell, the way they're pushing forward, they might just give us the major victory. If we're lucky. Hang in there, Valkyries. Those orders go to long range. Show up soon. Lay down. There's our guns. Some more infantry. The blocks. Left face. Go counter battery. New Copelands. This one I gave you advance orders. Get the 20%, but we got damn close. Rockets at the double. We got the chance at a major victory. We need to grab it. They are withdrawing. He's not going to get that 20% now because of this. Glitched out units. Bloody fight for us, even bloodier for them, but not as much as I had hoped it would be. But they had a good chance of breaking us. It did not happen. Speed this along. If it wasn't for those two glitched out cavalry regiments, I think we could have gotten it. All right, we took down 1,700 of their 15,000 infantry, 1,600 or 6,500 cavalry. Yeah, 15 or 30 guns. So lost 3,500 or 22,000 men. We lost 1,179 of our 15,507 infantry, 0 cavalry, 0 guns. So lost 1,179 of our 17,866. Excuse me, 866 men. If anybody's wondering why I did not bring my cavalry into the fight, it's just I think I just had them too far back to have any effect that would have been necessary, so I was really worried about that flank, and then I just kept forgetting they were there at the same time. All right, combat reports. Blue Storms not getting the fight. Freedmen Engineers not getting the fight. Liberty Legion. Freedom Fighters did 385 to infantry, 82 to cavalry for total 467. Lincoln's Valkyries did 339 to infantry, 649 to cavalry, 42 captured, 90 to artillery for total 1,120. And 1st Suffrage Brigade did 44 to infantry, 126 to cavalry for total 170. Losses: Freedom Fighters 11 dead, 41 wounded, 4 missing, total 56. Aggregate strength 1,247, 4% casualties. Lincoln's Valkyries 77 dead, 352 wounded, 68 missing, total 497. Aggregate strength 2,122, 19% casualties. 1st Suffrage Brigade 8 dead, 23 wounded, 2 missing, total 33. Aggregate strength 2,332, 1% casualties. The Bastards. Blackbeards did 311 infantry, 270 to cavalry, 43 to artillery, total 624. Our River Boys did 149 infantry, 310 to cavalry, total 459. The Rocket Chickens did 287 infantry, 2 to cavalry, 29 to artillery, total 318. And Curtis's detachment, I think, came out of our River Boys, did 3 to infantry, but the remaining guns are not trained to shoot. Losses: Blackbeards 16 dead, 164 wounded, 27 missing, total 207. Aggregate strength 1,196, 15% casualties. Our River Boys 26 dead, 129 wounded, 19 missing, total 174. Aggregate strength 2,566, 6% casualties. The Rocket Chickens 41 dead, 144 wounded, 27 missing, total 212. Aggregate strength 2,587, 8% casualties. 3rd Artillery Division, not 3rd Division, should be one of the Artillery Division numbers. I got to renumber this division. Molly Pitchers did 23 to infantry, 82 to cavalry, 2 to artillery for total 107. Copeland's Lumberjacks did 28 to infantry, 9 to cavalry, 22 to artillery for total 59. And Goblux's battery did 18 to infantry, 13 to cavalry, 9 to artillery for total 41. And no losses at all in my artillery. Wow. I don't think we got any officers wounded. Nope. Let's see if we got any of theirs. All separate brigades except for that one. Killed Brigadier General Sheffield. You only got one officer this time killed in action. I'll get closed out here and I'll see you all at the newspaper screen. Victory Carrollton. The Battle of Carrollton is ended with Weizsäcker's corps retreating in panic. The enemy's reported suffered total casualties of 3,458 men. There are 535 killed, 668 captured. Our casualties totaled 1,179 men, 179 killed, 147 missing, and the rest wounded. We captured 1,500 rifles and 6 guns from the field and sent 650 soldiers off to our vacation camps. And Colonel Ector loses face. Is he one of mine? That's an interesting question. Ector, you one of mine? Nope, they blamed the loss on Ector. Any of my officers get defamed. So they have a couple of breaks. Does not look like it. Okay. Like I said, we're going to keep this episode rolling along, and we actually do have to get a new policy rolling as we went into Chapter 3. So we're going to work on Revenue Act 2. And we'll jump into Government Funding 3 so that we can get Revenue Act 3 and then the Bank Act. Keep working on our money. I don't know if we'll get it done before the war's over. National morale still at 49. We got to capture more of their cities. I have a feeling once we hold Jackson and Macon, that might finish it off. I could get him moving to Macon already, but his readiness is still too low. How are we looking at Jackson? Almost hold Jackson. I don't know if I'm going to try for Vicksburg or not. I don't want to get trapped up against the river if Meade decides to follow us. You need supplies bad. I think I have to have them go straight down to New Orleans. I know there's a supply depot there. What to do. Because I could take New Orleans without taking on any forts. Well, we'll see what happens. All right, we do have a siege going on. We literally just finished building Fort Caldwell. And Withers brought his corps up. And it says we have a chance of winning this with the men that I have present. I'm really not keen on running a drawn-out siege. But we only have the 2 brigades of infantry and 1 battery. And this garrison's going into the fort. I don't want to lose control of this fort right after we built it. $7,000 men against 4,000. Morale's at 59.3. Wish I knew what his corps' morale was. Oh, we're taking this over to a fight. Screw it. Welcome, my grunts, to the Battle of Fort Caldwell. We are on the Winchester map, and we are defending Apple Pie Ridge. So it's really no way to choke point the rebels. They are coming down the Valley Turnpike, and they will be coming through town. That's a guarantee. So right now I'm going to set up my men right here at the forward slope of Apple Pie Ridge, have my engineers build breastworks across. We only have 0.9 points, so I don't even think we can build much if we wanted to. How much of that can we build? Just that. Fall back to right there so we can push their guns forward. You're going to fall in right there so we can get you on the wall as soon as it's built. You guys come here and finish building that wall. And the morale's 44%. That's not good. These brigades have seen action before. They were in a heavy skirmish last episode. So I'm hoping that doesn't help affect this. Here's hoping, because I got nobody to retake Winchester right now. All right, it's now 10:36. We got some of the breastworks built. We do have the Alabama cavalry coming down the road at us. All right, boys, get into position. Where the hell are you guys going? The hell? Get on the damn wall. I don't run it at higher speed, but that screws everything up like it just did right there. More cavalry coming. Do not delay the engineers from their works. Get those guns reloaded. Because we got some cover going. Decent opening volley, could have been better, but they're kind of busy at the same time. Why are you not firing? The morale's not too good. Turn into them. I got no idea what the hell the engineers are doing. Nor my artillery, because that's not firing either. It's just like stuck in constant reload. All right, good job, boys. Please don't glitch out there. Thank you. There's the Alabama Militia, Mobile Dragoons, and that was the 1st Alabama Cavalry we saw off. All right, get your gun on the line. You're gonna need your pumping canister.
Keep calm, boys. Soon enough, we'll see the elephant. Keep calm, boys. Soon enough, we'll see the elephant. No slacking, soldier.
God, infantry's coming forward. Shit. Wish I'd had the chance to level these guys up more, but they were never a combat force. Problem is we can't take too many casualties. Their morale's at 39. Is that 43? 49.7 with the objective.
Save your water for when the shooting starts.
Move a little more quick than this, boys. Get you out of the way of the guns. I'd cut this, but I think they're getting ready to come forward. Cut me out some skirmishers. I think I want somebody down on the flank.
Did you see that over yonder?
Things glad. Maybe moving the gun there was not such a good idea. Come on, get some canister into them, damn it. Flank out, get the morale down. Oh, shit. Get right up on him. Let's go. Can't stay at extreme range like this. Hopefully that canister just had some effect. They are grouped up right there. If my canister can have some effect, it would be nice. Give me one more round of canister. Get it reloaded, boys. Don't let the engineers break. Break Gladden. Mowing them down, beautiful. Gladden. Hope we can get rid of the Alabama militia or more next. Just keep hitting them. Give me some more canister shots in there. Maybe Fremont can finally earn some fame from the war this time around. Canisters have an effect. Shit, there go the engineers. Guns pull back. Yep, there goes the guns. Looks like now it just shifted to a minor defeat for us. Hit the Alabama militia, they're getting ready to go. Same with the cavalry. Skirmishers do not chase. Need you at long range. lost our cover. There we go. Got it back. The Iron Brigade. Hopefully my engineers coming back. We were just about to win this too when they broke. Mostly firing at the skirmishers, which is good. Not particularly, which is going to give us another break in morale. Still have a chance of winning this. Engineers reform, damn it. Fuck. Our morale cracked. Because the engineers broke, I should have pulled them back further. The skirmishers. They were ready to break too. That's the hardest part about this. Fuck that. We're not going to... supposed to be withdrawing, but we're going to keep pushing into them. We can keep causing damage. They will not be able to win the siege in their condition.
Keep the cage, damn you! One!
They don't want to fight us.
Save your water for when the...
Just fall back.
Sergeant, stop this stampede!
Speed this along.
Private.
We did do a fair chunk of damage to troops and morale. Took out 850 of their infantry, 6,500 of their 6,500, 200 to 2,300 cavalry, and 1,050 or 9,000. That's total 1,050 or 9,000 men. We lost 365 of our 4,400 infantry, all 4 of our guns. Total loss of 398 of our 4,476 men. We did a fair amount of damage. I'm not sure if this means we lose the fort or not. Yeah, any other commanders. I'm not really worried about because... No, we did not. Polk's division. Didn't we just fight Polk? Or was there another Polk? Huh. Let's get closed out of here. That was so close. I should have pulled the skirmishers back. I didn't think it was going to fully break my morale if they broke. It was going to be dangerous, but I didn't think it was going to break my morale completely. Ugh. If they hadn't broken, we would have won that because all 3 of those brigades were getting ready to go. We would have won that fight. General Gladden loses face. Okay. Well, Fort Caldwell ends with us retreating. The enemy's reported suffered casualties of 1,044 men. There were 196 killed and 41 captured. Our guys told 398 men, 54 killed and 59 missing. Did we lose the fort? We did not, so they still got to siege down the fort. And I don't think they're going to win that siege. Actually, is that other garrison brigade ready to go? Not yet. 5 more days. Oh, Independent Cavalry Corps is on the move again. I did decide to move them against Vicksburg in the hopes of we take control of the Mississippi. It's going to take a while to take Vicksburg, but that is what it is. And Dix has orders to move by rail down to Griffin, and then we'll move them by road down to Macon. Moving by rail to Griffin should keep them in yellow readiness, and then we can march them down to Macon. So that he'll go orange readiness again on the way there, which will slow him down, but I think it will get us there. I want to move against Fort Smith, but I don't think we're going to be able to siege down the fort. And Withers decided to give up that siege, so we had our desired effect. So that worked out. We accomplished the goal. We held on to Winchester. So even though we had to withdraw from the fight, we did accomplish what we set out to do. So I'm happy with that. It's a matter of where are the engineers retreating to. And as soon as they stop retreating, I'll get the garrison put into the fort. And wait for everybody to get back up and move them down to Stanton and get another fort built there and close off the valley. All right, it's now November 23rd, and I thought we were fairly close to ending this war here this episode, but I don't think that's going to happen, and I am straight up out of record time at this point. I've been at this for quite a few hours. So, we're going to be ending this episode here. I'm going to be opening up with engagement at Alexandria against Jenkins Corps and the Department of Richmond. Going up against our Army of the East. But before we close out of there, we have had a lot more movement down south. So, we have taken Macon. But the Army of Ohio has to sit in place for now and build a supply depot as they are not getting enough supplies from the region. So they need to sit in place, build a depot, and get their supplies back up. We have taken Vicksburg. Now the Independent Cavalry Corps is just outside of Baton Rouge. Once they have Baton Rouge, we're going to move them against New Orleans. There's no fort guarding it from this direction, so we can take New Orleans, and we will have shut down the Mississippi. So kind of looking forward to getting that done. Because there's no pursuit of him right now. B's Corps came up here, came close to them, sat in place, built a depot, and just has not pursued. So I'm very happy with that. Not sure what Waddy's up to. It's kind of out in the hinterlands, it looks like. Probably just hemorrhaging men. Still holding place at Carrollton. Like I said, Army of Tennessee is not going to be moving anytime soon. And holding place at Lexington with the Army of the Mississippi. And we have renamed the fort to Fort Mitchell, named after this one. I think. Well, we had three generals die in the same battle, so I went with Mitchell first. So any new fort built is going to be named after a commander that was killed, like we did down here with Fort Grimwolf. No, we should probably rename Fort Slocum. So I think things are going to be a little busy over the winter, so probably a standard 1 or 2 battles per episode, unlike this one, because I thought we were closer to ending this than we really were. I thought taking Macon, Atlanta, Vicksburg would really drop the rebel morale down further than it has. I think taking Baton Rouge and New Orleans might do it, but we will see. But that will be next episode. So once again, if you're a new viewer, return viewer, not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember that bell icon so the next video comes out. If you're following along in the series and enjoying it, don't forget to bayonet that like button and butt stroke that comment section. And I'll see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.